I mean, sure, Uzuki Mora is a bum, but what's new? What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do Binsu, have it on, and keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact, here we are to do a breakdown / live reaction review to chapter 243 of Sakamoto, which is known as the first time, ... and or ellipses. And I'll admit I'm intrigued, right? I've tackled all my Sakamoto Days demons in 50 million different ways. So like I'm now I'm not even here for the hype moments in Aura, because I'll be honest, there really hasn't been much hype moments in Aura recently. But what I am here for is I'm willing to see just how it goes. I'm trying to, like, especially with this matchup in particular, I'm really interested to see where Suzuki Sensei's gonna take this. Like, and you may be like, Pencil, you just want to see how bad it's gonna get. And you may be like, no. Pencil would never think about how bad it's going. This is gonna be hilarious. So let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into chapter 243, the first time. You know what though? No, they actually do say he legitimately sounds like Rion. It isn't just like his speaking patterns, it's like how he speaks. So, just the idea of Sakamoto being like, I wonder if this little girl cut me. Am I really this fraudulent right now? Am I really this much robot? Maybe, let's see. Poor, at least he had a 2-week break. And apparently we have 2 back-to-back 2-week breaks, which is so weird. I mean, it is start of the year though, like I said, is how it goes. But darn, like, we're getting 2 chapters for every series, weekly series in a month. That just feels weird. But art-wise though, Suzuki Sensei, did you run out of time on the first page? Yeah, this is looking. This is the first review I'm in this week. Hopefully it's just Suzuki Sensei, because this is not. I'm not saying it's not hitting. I am saying it's not hitting. But let's see. Rion's like, no, Akira's like, that actually worked. Like, I haven't had screen time, especially combat screen time, or real combat screen time, in like 100 plus chapters. Is Suzuki Sensei actually gonna let me, a female character, do something of relevance against a major antagonist? Oh, butter my behind and call me a biscuit. Let's see. At least she's sweating a little bit. Let's see. Kanaguri's like, shut up! I did not. Kanaguri's like, my bingo card. I did not have this on it. Let's see. Action. Kanaguri's here just for that. Kanaguri. I'm not gonna say I'm Kanaguri. Well, I'm pretty darn close. Where I'm like, you know what? Let's just let it rock. Let's let it rock. Let's see. Action. Yeah. Here's the thing. And I'm gonna give the disclaimer I always give. I think it's a very important disclaimer to give, so I'm never gonna not give it. I ultimately think that you can. I mean, the thing is though, I don't know, because he has so many assistants. Like I've just recently watched a Sakamoto Days video, and they explain how many assistants that Suzuki Sensei does have. It's not like a Nakaba Suzuki Sensei. Yuto Suzuki Sensei does have like a good chunk of assistants. So I am actually genuinely shocked to see like what's up with the art. And once again, like okay. I'm gonna make a bold assumption. I literally just checked how many pages there are. This is the on visit itself. It says 16 pages. That means it's like a 14-page chapter. Is Suzuki Sensei sick? Like they must not be, because it's been a minute since we've even gotten like a full 20-page Sakamoto Days chapter. I don't know. Are we getting Geki 2.0 where they just aren't feeling well towards the end of the story? Because this is looking a little rough. Let's see. Okay. Oh, did she? She actually blocked. Yo, Akira upscale. Dude, dog. Remember when she couldn't even touch the Toto Sensei? And now she's out here boxing with Uzuki Mora, bro? We upgrades, people. Upgrades. We're only going up. Let's see. Don't look away, Akira. Find it. Find the optimal path. I see it! She's gonna make the same mistake, though. Okay, I was about to say, like, there's no way she actually does really take out Uzuki Mora, but she's clearly making the same mistake. She doesn't realize, I forget what the condition is called. And I'm not gonna look it up. I very easily look it. I'm not gonna look it. I forget what the condition is called though, where like the placement of your torso's organs are backwards. Like unless she's actively aiming for his lung here, I presume she's looking at the optimal path, quote unquote, towards his heart. But as Sakamoto found out the hard way, his heart is not on the left side of his body, or like this center place of his body. It's on the exact opposite. Let's see. I see it. That is it is a silver line. It is like my brain was like, is that a silver line? Yes. My brain always, whenever I think silver, my brain goes, it's no use. But like, I see it is also from Sonic 06. Actually, before the it's no use line. Well, depending on how you're playing the stories, technically it does come after, though chronologically it comes before. I'm never gonna replay Sonic 06. But I do want to watch its scenes again because I want to get the voices down better. Let's see. I see it. All right. Oh. Is that for real? Okay. I literally have a coin. I'm gonna coin toss it. I'm a heads or tails coin toss it. All right. I got the coin. Let's coin toss it. Heads, it's real. Tails, it's a fake out. Like she's looking into the future and she's realizing that when she followed that optimal path, she'd get fried. I'm leaning towards tails. We flip it. All right. And then we'll flip the flip. Okay, it's a fake out. just so you know I'm not messing with you. Oh, let me. It's tails. It's tails. It's not heads. It's not heads. So there we go. This is that side of the quarter. So it did land on tails. So it's probably gonna be a fake out. Let's see. But I mean that does make sense though, right? Right. At least a little bit of consistency. Like it doesn't really make sense. And obviously, like Akira's just not. It's funny, right? Because when you think about it, Uzuki more is centralized on like 3 major, like arguably 4. Like you could even throw Shin in there just because of his like allusions to being part of the Alchemar program, which kind of never really got resolved. Harma hinted at that all the way back to the museum arc, and then like sort of never got wrapped up. But really, Uzukimura / just Uzuki himself is the like final endpoint for 3 major characters. Akira's already here fighting him directly, right? So that's 1. Sakamoto, obviously, because you know the whole Rion thing, that's 2. And then Nagamo, also because of the whole Rion thing. And speaking of Nagamo, a lot of people point out the fact that Nagamo likely didn't even know Akira existed. Remember Nagamo, the guy who was already having like conflict over Uzuki, who had Rion inside of him already, and was like, "Oh no, I'm not sure how to feel about that." Nagamo never even knew Rion existed. So as a lot of people pointed out, Nagamo literally looked up on the screen that Kanagura was broadcasting on and was like, is that like Nagamo probably was mad confused. Gave Oki at least 1 free hit, dog. Because like that actually would be mad confusing seeing what looks like. I mean, like they don't look exactly alike, and obviously Akira is definitely younger than even Rion was seemingly at the time. But still, they are real close looking. So let's see. Step to the face. We called it as a fake out. Let's see. She got her face slashed open. Yep, there it is. Fake out. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. But and it's fine, right? Like honestly, as funny as it would be, I do say funny. As funny as it would be to see Akira actually like extreme diff Uzukimura here, it's not really her fight. Like it's not at all her fight. I mean, it is because Uzuki, Ryuzuki. What do we call? I actually don't know what. Takazuki or Uzukimura. I call him Uzukimura, but I've heard other people call like the Takamura personality Takazuki. But I don't actually know what. I feel like I had a name for it, but I don't remember what I called the Akazuki, maybe? Akazuki? That's so close to Takazuki, which is another name for one of the personalities. Because I'm thinking like a cow. But if we're going specifically for the first name, it'd be like Ryuzuki? But regardless, Ryuzuki, right? Like, that's kind of Akira's whole character point. So this is her fight, but she's not the titular character. We just went out of our way to buff Sakamoto and win back. Like, we're not actually gonna give her this fight. So I'm interested to see how she does. Like, presumably, maybe it's gonna end up as a jumping. We can get cool jumping. Then again, Nagamo versus Oki does need to wrap up. It could just end like Gaku versus Nagamo, though, where it gets off screen, right? Like, as I've seen so many people holding on hope for Nagamo versus Oki, and hey, I'll give you all this. I'll definitely give you all this. We did cut back to it. We did. I legit thought Uzuki-sensei forgot. Or Suzuki-sensei forgot. So, we did cut back to it. The fight is definitely still, like, floating around his mind. But, I don't know. After Nagamo versus Gaku, the way that ended off screen, especially after Gaku got such a hype moment, I would have been shocked if Oki gets low dip so we can just get Nagamo here. Because this is also definitely his fight. Let's see. If I got a few centimeters closer, I'd be dead. Yep. But yeah, that's fine. At least preserve a mite, an inch, a sliver of Uzukimura's aura. Just a sliver of it. This is bad. There's no opening. I mean, you could just play the counter game, right? Like, that's kind of what you did before. You landed a hit on him because you waited for him to attack. So, or you just keep baiting him, right? Like, you can do it. It's like learning that one move in a boss fight that you can react to, and then you just run or dodge or just don't engage with anything else. What was a good example of that for me? Oh, well, literally just look at any, and I mean any, of my Hollow Knight streams, bro. If you look at any of those streams, when you check it over on that guy with the controller, you can go check it over there. You can come catch me live playing that game. And I need to hurry up because they already announced DLC. So, like, I'm not sure if that means I'm going to play the game off stream, but I want to have the whole game on stream. So I may have to just force myself to stream more because I want to have the main game done. Clearly, if they're announcing DLC, they're like, all right, y'all clearly play through it all. I didn't play through it all. So I need to hurry up with that. But that guy with the controller, link in the description down below if you want to check out streaming chat with me live. But with it being the case, I do have multiple examples of that where sometimes you know that you're buns with literally everything else, so you just deal with the one thing you can deal with. So with Uzuki still responding, oh, wait a second. Oh, well, no, it looks like the eyes are still blind. But let's see. Oh, but let me just finish that thought. Find the one move you're good at reacting to. Only exploit that move. Don't deal with anything else. Uzuki is in the same way, where Uzuki only reacts to Bloodlust. Don't be Bloodlusted. Let him lunge in at you. Take what little damage you can. Chip him down. Chip him down. That's all you can do. Chip him down. Let's see. Well, you ain't here to chip me down. I'm actually good with this. Also, you don't like this. Let's see. I'm a fool. In terms of the many fools of Sakamoto days, Akira, I probably wouldn't even put you in the top 5. Top 10? Maybe. Top 5? Nah. Let's see. I'm a fool. From the beginning, I should have accepted Rion's death. Okay, but, like, to be fair, you were grieving. And you didn't really... And also, you didn't really have any context. It's your aunt was alive one moment, and then she was gone the next. And, of course, like, you knew she was an assassin. So, like maybe you could just chalk it up to the game. But, like... Knowing your aunt... I understand. Especially considering... We don't really know your parents, Akira. You may not love them. So, like, that was your only possible maternal figure ever. Period, point blank. So, like... I get struggle with it. Let's see. I should have accepted Rion's death. I was so happy, thinking I could talk. Oh, I could be with Rion and talk with her again. So I try to understand this guy. But see, like, that is... and I mentioned it before, so I won't spend too much time on it. That is still a point I don't get. Like I don't know. I've lost people. I have. And, like, even when they show up in dream, like, I forget if I mentioned this before, but, like, I lost a friend years ago, and occasionally he will show up in dreams. And, like, I know sometimes, like, dreams are, like, considered, like, ways to connect to the afterlife. Like, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you know, sleep is between where, like, where death and something touch. Like, man, it's gonna be 7 years. In less than 2 weeks, bro. Or no, like literally exactly 2 weeks. It's gonna be 7 years since Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But very specifically, I've had that friend show up in dreams, and that immediately either wakes me up or turns me into a lucid dreamer. Because even my own brain, my own subconscious, playing tricks on me, being like, "Hey, look, who's still here?" I'm like, and that's like me. That's like my own body being like, "Hey, you've been thinking about this guy. Let's at least remind you that you can still hear his voice and, like, remember his face as it was all those years ago now." That's cool. And, like I'm fine with my brain doing that. But, like, the idea that someone who at most sounds like the person I lost was, like, being played... I couldn't do it. And, like, especially because... And maybe it's only worse for me. But, like, I can't imagine if some random woman started sounding and acting like the friend I knew. And this is, like, once again, this is just a friend, right? Like, this isn't my aunt. This isn't my... Oh, he was a really, really good friend. But, like, that's the thing. I'm trying to put in the perspective of, like, Akira / Sakamoto / Nagama, right? There's still there's nothing more insulting to me. Like, I don't know. To play or to mimic or to dance at the idea that, oh, and here's the thing, right? It'd be one thing if they were just, like, mimicking to try to make me feel better, even though that's still weird. like, I'm sorry, you're trying to mimic the mannerisms of my lost friend? in order to make me feel better and not to rage baby. You're having quite the opposite effect there. To claim that you actually devoured and are the person that you're copying. And you want me to be cool with that. And like Akira and Nagamo. Sakamoto was actually pretty quick with it. He was like, that's not really him. But for Nagamo and Akira especially, like, really? Really? Like, you were at all considering Uzuki being like, well, we can't really get rid of Uzuki because Rion's in there. That's not, like, that was never Rion. And you may be like, well, Pencil, you may just have a really strong visual body. Maybe. Maybe if I saw this. How tall is Uzuki? Hold on. I was gonna, you know what, fine. Since I'm looking up how tall Uzuki was, I'm also gonna look up the body swap thing. But Uzuki, Sakamoto days. Come here. Sakamoto days. Sakamoto days. Let's see. Kei Uzuki, Sakamoto days. How tall is he? 179 centimeters. What is that in feet? I'm dumb. It's like 5'11", I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Like, I think like 5'11", 3/4. Hold on. I know it's not 6 foot. Hold on. Let me see. 170 centimeters to feet. Feet. Oh, that's only 5'8". Oh, okay. See, I'm getting different. Okay, it's 5'10". So I was a little bit off. No, it's slightly under 5'11". It's about 5'10" and a half inches. So like, and let me look up how tall Akira is. You may be like, that's like you're dragging it. Maybe a little bit, but let me see. Let me look at how tall Rion was. Rion Sakamoto days. So put it in your head, right? Sakamoto, Rion a cow. You see how tall is she? Oh, okay. They're actually really, really close tonight. They're actually like height-wise, actually they'll get. But like, I don't know. If I saw a full-grown man imitating my aunt, I'd be like, dude, what the heck? Stop that. I wouldn't try to emphasize. No matter how much, like, I don't know. I think that would bring up so much more negativity than positivity. But I guess that's fine, right? We all have character arcs, right? And that's what Akira's character arc is. That's what Nagamo's character arc is. Letting go of any remnants of Rion, the person that they love, the person that they care for. And that's why, like, as much as I'm like, that's weird, they're weird, weirdo, weirdo. Once again, they kind of are weirdos because they're all assassins. And on top of that, it's part of their characters, right? And I still think it's a good character point for these two characters. Well, we don't know about Nagamo just yet, but it's a good point for Akira as a character to reach this point of acceptance, right? Where ultimately she knows she's known her aunt was gone. She's realizing the mistakes she made by trying to live with this facsimile of her, and is now taking responsibility for allowing this man to exist for as long as he has, in order to sort of recompense and like reach the final stage of grief acceptance, and realize the only way to let her aunt truly rest in peace is to tear down this faker who is using her name, her voice, quote unquote, her ideals in order to commit mass atrocity. And Akira's not going to stand by and let it happen anymore. That's good. That's good character writing. That's a good character conclusion. It's a good way to continue. And it's a good way to build on Akira's arc, right? Like, so it all works out. So let's see. Uzuki, War Farming? I was trying to escape reality and live in some fantasy he created. And that's true. Oh! Did she attack without killing him that time? Maybe that's it. Maybe she's like truly free. Maybe she's like reached a autonomous ultra. Okay, not that. But like maybe she's truly locked in and no longer geeky. With no killing attack, because maybe that's why Uzuki wasn't able to respond in time. Let's see. But yeah, here we go. Like, once again, continuing the character arc. Though still, yeah, I'm guessing Uzuki Sensei must. Suzuki Sensei. Lord, I keep messing it up. Suzuki Sensei, why did you name your main villain Uzuki? Why did you make him one letter different from your own? But Suzuki Sensei, I do worry, because notably, and you may be like, Pencil, you're holding up quality standards that don't exist. I'm only holding Suzuki Sensei to himself. I always want you to remember that. Unless I explicitly bring up another mangaka, which you know I'm ready to always do. That's what I'm ready to always do. If I'm ever talking about the quality of art within a manga, I'm usually comparing it to itself. I'm usually comparing it to itself. So when I see like what looks like incomplete drawings and not stuff like this. This is typical Suzuki Sensei. Okay, we're gonna add some line detailing in order to show motion, stuff like that. Like, that's fine. I'm talking about like just like this being very sketchy and not complete. Like the line art isn't finalized. That's what I'm talking about. And it's been like this for a majority of the chapter. This is mostly fine. But even still, look at the hair. This is mostly fine, but this right here, look at the hair. Like, it just feels like it's not done. This here, it just feels like it's such an important fake out moment. Like, it feels like the art just isn't done. Even this. Once again, it doesn't feel like the art's complete. Like how do I put this? And I'm not, the thing is though, I'm not sure what Suzuki Sensei works on. Like, I work in Procreate whenever I do my drawings. I've had like a whole recent spree of reviving like the pencil side of that on the pencil. So if you've seen any of the recent My Thoughts videos, you'll notice that I've done drawings for them. And you'll see the whole reason I put the whole drawing from start to finish is one, to disprove, like, occasionally some people think I trace. And I'm like, dog, how? Like, how? I'll show you the video flip it. But that's another reason I do the whole video, start to finish. But you can literally see me go and, like, do a sketch line thing where, especially when I'm mimicking something, I'll, like, copy and do the general sketch base. And then I'll go over again. And then I'll go over again. Like, there's typically the line work that I just do first to, like, get the general shape of everything. Then I go over and do, like, the exact, like, Sharingan base replication with, like, sloppiness. And then I do a final pass over with, actually, like, firm line art and stuff like that. I feel like this is somewhere in the secondary phase. Like, it's almost there. It's almost complete, but like it needs one more pass. Like the line work needs one more touch over. You need to clean up a little bit. Maybe pass the eraser around a little bit. And the only reason I think that's the case is because Uzuki says they may not be feeling well. Maybe the assistants don't have enough time to go through and get everything. And I hope they're okay, man. Like, once again, being a weekly mangaka is not for the weak. It's only for the strongest there is, dog. Like, it's not never ever gonna claim that being a weekly mangaka is some light work, easy. No. It's like one of the most difficult jobs you can do on the planet. So I always worry whenever I see stuff like this. I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? Let's see. Alright, so she does slash. She gashes Uzuki's shoulder. Doesn't react though. Let's see. Now, countless innocent people are dead. All because I was weak. Yeah, but like, not all. Like, once again, there are limits to how much you can blame yourself for the actions of another. To a degree, but still, anything for motivation. It's my responsibility. Technically, it's Sakamoto's responsibility. If we're being real, it's your aunt's responsibility. If she had caught the body properly, you wouldn't be around. But then it's Sakamoto's responsibility, because if he had properly caught the body when he was still getting bodies, then you wouldn't be around. So, like, if anything, the earliest point I'm shifting the blame to is actually Asaki, right? Remember Uzuki's brother that he one-shot? Yeah, like, technically it's his fault. It's like Asaki, it's his fault. Then it's your aunt's fault. Then it's Sakamoto's fault. Then it's your fault. You're like fourth in line, and I'm even stretching it a lot. Let's see. It's my responsibility. I have to kill him. This time, I can't fail. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? Is this Akira days? Is this... Okay, I was about to make a joke of, is this Shin days? Occasionally it is Shin days. It is Asakura days. But, in this case, I don't know. Let's see. This time, I can't fail. Bzz. Shoot. This tableau? Well, is he talking like the frame, the shot itself? Let's see. This tableau is too blah. Is that a wedding cake? Wait, where is he going? Something reception? Okay. What building are they in? I don't know. I didn't know they were in a receptionist building. All right. Once again, the Sakamoto days, regular people being like, whatever. As long as we're getting paid. So I guess they're just watching. So yeah, they are in a hotel. All right. The hotel's wedding hall. I can use this. Hey, why is this cake so plain? Huh? I'll pay any price on the most deluxe case. He's like, wait a second. This is boring. You gotta use the environment more. Okay. Alright, Kanaguri. Anything to spice up the film, I get it. I'll pay any price. I want the most deluxe cake decoration. A premium client. Yes, sir. Like, do you know how long it takes to bake a cake? Like, Kanaguri. I mean, like, maybe they have the decoration ready. They're like, is this your cake? Dog, this isn't your cake. Oh, you better hope they have, like, one on standby. You better hope this wasn't delivered. Alright, let's see. Oh, she actually did get hit here. At least I think. That's a little bit blood splatter. Interesting though. So Uzuki Mori, once again, this is just it's not done. It's not done. Like I'm not sugarcoating it anymore. Like Suzuki's gonna say, I hope you're alright, because this artwork is just not complete. Especially for our 2-week break. I hope over the next 2-week break you get some rest, buddy, because golly. But let's see. Whoosh. Interesting though. So 1, 2, 3, triple slice. Seemingly only hit Akira once though. It looks like it was probably this slice that tagged her. This one just looks like completely whiffed. This one down here, once again, looks like completely whiffed. But this one here, it could have like glanced off her shoulder or something. Let's see. Ah. Oh, okay. So he is landing hits, but it's nothing permanent. All right, that's fine though. That's fine. At least, once again, he's not really being staggered by her hits. She's just drawing blood. Meanwhile, she's clearly being staggered and is getting blood drawn from. Does it make the most sense for how powerful Uzuki is supposed to be? Like a whole blitz and one-shot tier above him, even a fatigued Sakamoto? Not really, but like narrative. We gotta let the narrative and character work. All right, we'll let it slide. And this is just a cool panel, right? Seeing the many different slashes that Uzuki is doing. I was like, there's no time to see anything when I'm constantly dodging. I mean, true. Hey, who's this? Wait, that's good. That's kind of great. Hey, you'll bore the audience. We need jaw-dropping dynamic moves from our heroine. I mean, yeah, but like that's the thing though. She's a close range fighter with not like too much external range. Like you need to give her some other stuff, right? Though it is interesting that Kanaguri is able to just like blitz in the midst of this onslaught. Kanaguri secretly the strongest in the verse. I know Satoda Sensei took it aside, but like Bloodlusted, Final Burst, Final Shine, Satoda Sensei. That's she was also secretly strongest in the verse for 2 seconds before she died standing. So Kanaguri may actually just be goated. Like he actually just blitzed in front. All right. And once again, look, like even the camera strap isn't fully loaded in, dog. Like come on now. Let's see. Huh? This footage won't dazzle anyone. I mean, like, I'm not, you know, funnily enough, though, as the audience, I'm not entirely disagreeing. It's fine, though. It's fine. Once again, I'm not expecting too much out of Akira. Oh, I just realized she goes in for a swing here. I don't think she blocks the sword. But I'm not expecting too much out of Akira, because this isn't, as much as this is her fight, it isn't actually her fight, right? Like there's no, I mean, unless Suzuki really wants to take a sledgehammer to my ankles, there's no way that this actually ends in Akira's favor or her death, right? She's kind of just stalling. She's filling time here. And maybe, like, figuring out some weakness of Uzuki more, or maybe Sakamoto's gonna come in and bully. But let's see. Get out of the way! Are you trying to save him or save yourself? Let's see. Oh? Okay. So she grabs the blade mid-swing. That's everything is upscale, baby. Everything is upscale. Akira strongest in the verse. She grabs Kanaguri, slides him to the side, grips up Uzuki's sword, swings down. That's okay. That's cute. Cuts the cake together. That's weird though, because there's a massive age gap there. But yes, fight Akira cow. Till death do you part. Alright. There's only 30 pages. Alright. Oh yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, sure, whatever. Dog, whatever. All I hope is the door, dog. All I hope is the door. But like, fun enough chapter. Like I said, I'm not really expecting power scaling consistency from Sakamotodays anymore. Doesn't matter. So in that case, if I put that aside, it is a good chapter for Akira as a character, right? Like it's her fulfilling her character arc, right? Being like, okay, I huffed copium for the longest time. I was huffing hopium, straight hopium, but clearly I was overdosing. I was supposed to be microdosing. I was actually overdosing. So now she finds it her responsibility to lock in and take Uzuki out. But clearly she's not going to be able to do that, or at least not in the conventional way that she would through like just booming him naturally. So she's going to have to work around him. Do I think this is actually going to like culminate in something? Maybe if she works with Sakamoto to take Uzuki down, but like I don't think Akira's going to actually defeat Uzuki. But there is that. There's a good character work on that front. The Uzuki of it all, I hate to say it, but like Uzuki more especially just isn't a character. Like let's be completely honest. He's a transformation without any of the nuance or intrigue that came from Takamura. Because Takamura was actually character. Uzukimura is a mode that Uzuki goes into that doesn't do anything. Let's not sugarcoat things here. Let's not play any games. How many bodies? Raise your hand if you can on one hand count how many bodies that Uzukimura has caught of relevant characters outside of Takamura himself. I'm waiting. I'm listening. See my hair? Look at how big my ear is now. Look at the flat. Yeah, there's none. There's none. He's got a whole bunch of fodder bodies. Whatever. Who cares? He's got his brother, who was like a major character. It's like, that's cool. I guess that's one. So technically that's two. Takamura himself, the original, and his brother, just wiping out that plot line entirely. But like, Uzukimora's not meant to do anything, right? He's an obstacle. He's not really a character. And like, notably, I say that specifically as Uzukimura. Uzuki himself is still a character, a very conflicted character. I talked a whole bunch in the last video about like Uzuki's writing and how he works as an antagonist in the state of the narrative. Like, he still works. But like, Uzukimura himself is not meant to really do anything but ore farm and be power grabbed. And he's doing it. He's doing it. He's not taking too much damage. None of the damage is permanent. Whatever damage he takes, he does get cut on the shoulder twice here and just doesn't bleed at all because he's kind of just good like that. So that's fine. Uzuki, in obstacle mode. We'll probably get back to like actual Uzuki character stuff when Sakamoto inevitably arrives. Will we continue with this fight in the next chapter? Maybe, but we still do have the rest of the fights that shit cut. Well, do we? Yeah, we still need to wrap up Gozu versus Shishiba and probably Osaragi. We still need to wrap up Nagamo versus Oki, off screen or not. We need to wrap up what? Oh, we actually don't really need to wrap up the fate of Torres, but Shin versus Tanabata. Yotsumura still exists. Kipe versus Amane and Natsuki. So like, wait. Am I stupid? No, Kipe versus... Is it Amane? I'm stupid. Am I stupid? Not Amane. Brain! My Fuyu and Natsuki. There we go. The Saba brothers, right? That needs to be wrapped up. Yotsumura's plotline with his son, Amane, presumably still needs to be wrapped up. So like, there's still so many other things that need to happen. I wouldn't be trying to cut away from this fight. But this fight could also act as like a preview to the Sakamoto versus Uzuki fight, or the Nagamo versus Uzuki fight. So like, there still is a whole bunch of time and stuff up in the air. Kanaguri himself as a character in chapter 2 is like, he's fine. He's Kanaguri, right? He's oddly really cracked and physically strong with a whole bunch of money because he just is the sleeper strongest character in the verse. But at the same time, he doesn't do anything new, which is fine. I'm not expecting much out of Kanaguri as a character. I'm glad to at least see him, being here and engaging. So overall, a W chapter. If you made all the way to the end of this video, please leave. Leave nothing but creep. Because there are multiple ways you can interpret that. Leave nothing but creep in the comment section down. And I mean creep, not creek. CREEP, creep, in the comment section down below. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that least notification so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, you can have a Patron below. You support me for as low as $1 a month. These things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reactions, so the series I have to review, ad variations of all my videos, early ad free access to all my videos, and not just all videos over here on the main channel that got the pencil, but also all videos on the second channel that got the reaction, where I drop 2-hour long or 45-minute long or somewhere in between live reaction videos every Saturday at 1 p.m. EST over there. You get early access to all those videos as a Patreon member. And on top of that, you get your name listed at the end of literally every single video I produce, not just on this channel or on the second channel or any channels I actually happen to produce. And on top of that, if you are a $3 member or higher, you get your name listed and read aloud. Double combo. Listed and read aloud at the end of every single video that I ever produce. And on top of that, if you want to chat with your boy live and have seen me struggle in video games or just chat in general, there I got the controller. His link's in the description down below. We have a fun time over there every Friday at 8 p.m. EST. And on top of that, we do happen to have the campfire in the description down below. If you'd like to drop 5 beans for a short video, 20 beans for a long video, or any beans at all for the one time, any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our sketch tier members: Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Glacier XZ, Zera, Brandon Payne, J2MA, Guillaume, Pura Ura, Enzo, Yuki Ally, Grim, Ollie, Davoy, Corey Watson, Damon Brown, Magic, CCC, Rondo Furen, Dino, Hector Gonzalez, Tim Thomas, Kaving, Julian Perez, Akolade Babatunde, Union I, RXN, Nevis97, Logan Guzman, Dead Meme, Karu Deer, Christian Carter, Keon Stewart, Donovan McIntyre,
Satosh, Sino King, Hamza Idrisi, VNA DNA, Edwin Igbinoba, Straw, Atenzi Shear, Antavius Mitchell, Azo2404, Cray Panama, Super Flame 0, Zapro, Weary Exile, Karina Hernandez, Sheesh King, Window Life, Alex Kenny, Victor Jacobs, Todd, Dre, Axis XE, The Practical One, Aswin Hedi Prasetya, Jayan Day, Kaidai, Neville Pesiet, Landon Clapwick, Heath Nelson, CAET, Funny Dude, and Jagoda. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our line or tier patrons, A+A, Kevin Encarnacion, Sean, Dreadzone, Midnight Lord 21, and CJ. Then, I'd like to give a thank you to our Inc tier members, King RTX and Triple the Fourth Shrimp 06, along with Zom. I'd like to give another thank you to our digital art tier members, J Warrior and AZ Void. And I'd like to give a final thank you to our colored art tier patrons, Joaquin Munoz and Joaquin Munoz.